All right, welcome again to another reaction video. You know what I mean? This time we have Captain Tazaryach on the real life production, you know what I mean, YouTube page. You understand? And also on the Captain Tazaryach TV, seeing where he's gonna discuss, you know what I mean, a variety of things, but he might also touch upon the Druski, you know what I mean, skit, you know that controversial Druski skit. So, you know what I mean? This should be interesting. So, as in a jump in, remember to like, share, follow, subscribe. So, we will get straight into it.
To do with that?
Get a white girl, right?
No.
No, okay.
No.
Real life.
It ain't real life.
Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Real life street star. Hold up.
Yeah.
We got him right back.
Yeah.
Man, Captain Tazaryach.
Tazaryach. Yeah.
For those who mispronounce it, like what
I don't get
punishment?
offended because it's not the most easy name. I remember when I first was given the name, I was like, I used to be like Tazar. I used to I had to say it a bunch of times. So I don't expect everybody to just know how to say the name because it's not an easy name. So some people would say the latter part of my name. They'll say Yak, Y-A-C-H. So they'll call me Yak. That's my nickname. So I don't get bothered by it.
All right, let's do it like this, man. For those that are deaf, dumb, stupid, living on the rock, man, let them know where you're from and let them know what are you representing because we got to get to the depths.
Yeah, definitely, man. So first, it's an honor to be on here the second time. And I'm Captain Tazaryach of ICB became Commander Jenny Honda. Born and raised Jersey City, New Jersey is where I grew up and where I'm from. I currently am I live in Jersey still, but I'm in ISUBK. My school is based out of New York, but we have schools across the world right now. But my school is based in 2279 3rd Ave in Harlem, New York. And that's where we teach Monday through Friday. And then on Saturdays when we go out on the street and teach. Now, I also do content. I do a lot of debates, a lot of battles. You know, anybody want to battle, I pretty much battle. I kind of, it's the best fishing tool.
You did a classic one with Bishop Eli on this channel.
Yes.
That was in itself interesting.
Yes, it was a great take because I watched, when you told me about him, I went and watched and he has a hell of a story. You know, the fact that he's even in the position or direction that he's in with his story, a lot of brothers don't, make that type of change. So I do honor, him in that, but it was definitely very entertaining. Yeah, having a conversation with him, man. It is. I'm gonna tell you when I was preparing, I said to myself, I didn't have no intent to like attack him at all. That was not my intent. Yeah. But I did say I was gonna test if he loved white people or not. That was gonna let me know if he was like real gangster thorough type or if he. Because I think our desire to hold on to the white man, and when we say that, it's always strange to people, but we just try to simply say it like this. Like, I have a business where I work with white people. I talk to white people, joke with white people, do all that. So the hate ain't when I see a white person talk down on them and stuff like that. It's just more so about loving our people. So I hate his drugs. I hate his abortion. I hate his LGBTQ. I hate everything that he's created that's been negative to my people. Even when you think like Trump, everything that Trump is doing is against us. Trump is taking away slavery. He wants to get rid of this history. He said he wants to get rid of the wokeness and stuff like that. So am I supposed to love that? No, I ain't supposed to love that. I'm supposed to hate that because it's against my people. So that's what I hate is, and I wanted to test that. And when I see he wasn't like that, it let me know, and then it just went crazy from there, man. And I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to see it.
That was a very good dialogue.
Yeah.
This conversation we're about to have, man, it's about to be. We're gonna jump around, but it's gonna be very powerful. Very. We about to go through there. Let me ask you first and foremost. Do you have a passport?
Yes.
Have you been to what would considered, I don't want to say a third world country, but an all melanated country. Have you been to any place?
I've been to the Bahamas twice.
Okay, yes.
And then I've been to Israel.
Okay, yes.
Yes, those are the only places I've been outside the country.
The Bahamas,
but I don't know if I would say the Bahamas is all melanated.
Yeah, but I say, where'd you go? Because you might have been on a tourist location.
Yeah, I was in a tourist location. Now, I did travel, so like when you go to the Bahamas, you go to like the little tourist spots that they have. I forget the location because this was last time. So I went twice. The last time I think was 2013, so it's been a while. But I did go over. You can catch the trolley or whatever and go over to the mainland, that they would call it.
Yeah.
And so I did go over there, but I never traveled like into the city too much.
Okay.
Of the Bahamas, I didn't travel too far into it.
So have you been to a location? Could be Atlanta, I don't know, where there was technically all melanated people. White person might have been like something scarce to you see, like, wow, there's a white person. Could you believe it? Have you ever been to a scenario like that?
What if you could make a song using only your voice? Let's start with the drums.
When I was about 21, I was in Alexander City, Alabama.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine I was in the military with. His name was Derek Peoples. And he took me there. I went and met his family and everything. That was all Black. And I didn't see not one.
So like in a town where there's people running businesses, it was Black.
No, I can't. No, not the business. Oh, if you talking about that, no, I've never seen.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I've never seen.
Oh,
I get what you asking now. No.
Yeah.
The whole Black town from the ground up. No.
Okay.
I ain't seen
it. It is a sight to see. Let's start this interview like this because I want to get an idea of the Hebrew Israelite because right now today, Druski just dropped a video as of yesterday that's going on a few million views to where he showed what the common American man sees in the Black Hebrew Israelite when they go downtown. There's a man with about 12 guys behind him with a loudspeaker, very aggressive, with a chant, various chants of how the Black man might be the master race, read your Bible, the white man may be the devil. First of all, let me get your take on the Druski Skit, how accurate it was or how far left field it was. Let me get your take.
So it was funny, but I as a Druski fan, because I like Druski.
Shout out Druski.
I thought it would have been more funny. Like Mike Epps and Ricky Harris did a Israelite skit like maybe 12, 13 years ago. It was absolutely hilarious. I think the skit that I did with the Israelites was hilarious. So it ain't even about the skits, because I think what Druski did brings awareness to the Israelites. So I'm not even mad at it.
That's right.
But after about the 50th, that's right. I'm like, come on, Druski, give me something else.
That's right.
Listen, when Robert Downey Jr. played the black guy in Tropic Thunder, he gave us something. When Druski played the white man, Druski played the white man so good, he spit at the black man as he walking by, and that shit was hilarious. So when he did the Israelite one, I do think it's funny, but it wasn't as...
He could have got deeper in his bag.
Yeah, man. I'm like, damn, okay. Because when I see the clip, I ain't like the purple. But when I see the clip, I'm like, okay, Druski doing this. I'm sitting back, I'm getting ready, watch this shit, and I'm looking at it, and I see the beginning, so I'm used to the that's right, yelling at the camp. But I ain't see nothing. When he said bow down, if he would have had that white woman bow down, I'd have been like, okay, that's us. Like, I would have been sold on it like that. So that's also, it was funny, but I thought it would have been just a little bit funny. I thought he would have put more into it.
All right, so I want to break that down piece by piece.
Right.
You yourself, have you been out on the front line of a major metropolitan area?
Yes.
And
not in Atlanta. Well, I've taught in Atlanta, Times Square, New York. I used to teach there all the time. 125th Street, Lenox Ave. I've taught in Hollywood. So I've taught in a lot of major districts.
All right. When you saw the skit, let's just jump around a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
When it comes to having a loudspeaker and trying to get the attention of bystanders. Do you feel you're effective, or do you feel that that's more of a nuisance, or do you even care?
Damn, I want to go with the last one you said first, but I'll deal with the effective. They're definitely effective. So, because like the Bible say, cry aloud, spare not. So let's say if we went out there without a megaphone, then we're screaming louder with, I don't want to say megaphone, with the speaker. So with the speaker with the mic, it's loud because of course we're using the speaker with the mic. So because we're using the speaker with the mic, that's why it's loud. It's effective because people hear it. It's a nuisance to people that don't want to hear the truth, but to those that want to hear us, that look forward to seeing us every week when we're on the corners, it's great. And then the last part, we don't care if it's a nuisance or not, because we're going to say it anyway. Because everything that we do is an offense. Just think about what we're saying. We're saying that the Israelites is black, the white man is the devil, a black man going to crack the sky open and save black people. Women got to dress better, men got to act better, stop being drug dealers, change your life, all of that XYZ. And so we expect people to be offended at that because America provides a lifestyle that's opposite of what we teach. And just like Christ said, wide is the gate to destruction, narrow is the way. So of course, the people that love the wide, we're going to be offensive. But for those that love the narrow, it's not going to be offensive. So I would say all three of them can occur at the same time.
Now, I've watched some videos of Black Israelites. They tend to come off very aggressive, especially towards white people. I've heard some even say, we're going to make slaves out of your men and your children, and we're going to rape your women. Mm-hmm. Tell me, like, is that part of it, like the thought of the whole, or is that some extreme, like?
Yeah, those are what we call fake Israelites.
Okay.
The ones that teach that you can rape a woman is not an Israelite. Like, because that's unlawful. Like, it's unlawful to force yourself onto a woman. So that's not something that we teach. But when you have sexual deviants that put on a cloth, which we see that all the time. You got pastors all the time. So these are just Israelites, uneducated Israelites that are out there teaching falsely. Even the whole aggressive with white people, the aggressive with white people, because when we speak, I can only speak for my organization, and generally I could speak for everybody else. So generally, when we speak, you're not trying to force a white person to talk to you.
Right.
But because we're speaking about the atrocities that white people commit and white people hear it, that's how the conversation starts. And what most white people believe is that we should back down to them, that what they say. Like I was doing a live stream and this caller called me and said that, white man called my show. How dare I talk the way that I talk, because black people are killing white people at an astronomical rate. That's what he said.
For sure.
So I said, well, let's have the conversation. I said, can you prove what you're saying? I asked him to present whatever data. He said, it's the FBI 2018. I go to FBI 2018. It doesn't show that data. I said, can you show me the data that you're talking about? And as he can't show it, he starts talking disrespectful. I said, your problem is I'm forcing you to prove what you're saying instead of just accepting what you're saying. And that's the offense that takes place on the street. White people expect to just come up and say, get off of that microphone. Jesus is white. Jesus is God. Jesus loves everybody. And because we don't just accept it, they get frustrated at us because the truth hurts. Mm-hmm. So then it becomes combative. But our biggest opponent ain't white people.
Right.
Our biggest opponent is black people.
For sure.
All the time. That we have more arguments with them than we do white people.
So I was just going to get to that. I watched another video. There was some black Israelites preaching, and a young brother was walking through the neighborhood. He was like, y'all need to get out of here with that shit. Mm-hmm. And they was like, what you talking about? He was like, y'all ain't no better than the pastors. Y'all sit on the corner yelling, but y'all ain't helping no families. Mm-hmm. So what makes y'all different from the church?
Because we help families. Okay. Like to address that directly. What makes us the most different than the church is that we actually tell the truth of the Bible. The church is about the performance. There was a book they wrote about the rules of the church, and they said the most important thing is that pocketbook. That's in their rules. So the whole goal is the performance. The greater the church performs, the more you'll give. So much so, what's the Winans pastor? Winans pastor, man. Winans pastor, first of all, is extorting the hell out of that church. Just think about, we're going to talk about Snap later. They can afford to give $1,200, and the pastor can say, that's not enough. And he can feel comfortable saying that $1,200, first of all, she gave $1,000, gave an extra $200, said that's not enough in front of her and her grandson that's right there.